Hello, my name is Humphrey Curtis. This talk is about our paper, Watch Your Language, Using Smartwatches to Support Communication, undertaken by myself and my PhD advisor, Timothy Neat. Augmentative and alternative communication devices support self-expression for non-verbal communities. Yet, devices fail to recognize that communication is typically much more expansive than purely verbal language. At present, AAC adoption remains very low amongst communities. Plus, little AAC is directly co-designed with communities living with complex communication needs. Further problems with AAC devices includes that they are typically socially prominent and hard to use on the go, communicating with strangers. Equally, the undesirable medical aesthetic of devices creates stigmas and inhibits pre-existing, non-verbal self-expression for the user. In contrast, smartwatches have become widely popular and have a much more socially desirable health and fitness aesthetic. Consequently, we present the first contribution to co-design smartwatch AAC directly with communities living with CCNs. In terms of chronology, we began with 3 participatory design workshops with people living with aphasia. The workshops resulted in 2 smartwatch apps, Watch Out and Watch In. Following this, we held 2 complementary evaluation workshops, an experience prototyping workshop, and a focus group. 4 participants with aphasia and 1 speech and language therapist were recruited for the co-design sessions. To inform the design of our on-the-go smartwatch apps, we initially explored communication challenges using context cards. The tangible context cards promoted participants to discuss experiences at different locations, for instance, restaurants or the supermarkets. Participants then ranked the deck of locations on a whiteboard communication grid collectively. The grid supported ranking frequency of visiting the context from never to daily, and ranking difficulty of communicating in the setting from easy to hard. Informed by the findings of the first co-design workshop, Co-Design Workshop 2 transitioned to ideation and low-fidelity wireframing of smartwatch apps to support communication in challenging contexts. Each co-designer built AAC personalized to their communication difficulties. Jill's private AAC app supported phonemic word finding. Brian and Isaac's AAC app centered on outward communication displays. And finally, Rick's private AAC app supported short-term memory loss and more mindful breathing. Co-Design Workshop 3 iterated these apps, once tangibly deployed on 2 devices, eventually culminating in 2 final apps, Watch Out and Watch In. Watch Out is an app that converts the wearer's smartwatch into a multimodal public display to communicate with strangers. Our co-designers came up with a variety of reversible expressions that would be most useful to use on the go, including seat requesting and asking for help.
Please can you help? It's hard to speak.
Plus a page that provides a QR code for communication partners to scan with their phone to learn more about aphasia. Finally, the buzzer and disability badge can draw public attention. The Watch In smartwatch app serves as a private cognitive support for people with aphasia's memory, word finding, and mindful breathing. The picker is designed to support our co-designers' phonological awareness, for instance, the recall of f for family.
Family.
Transcribe allows people with aphasia to record conversational excerpts using the smartwatch microphone. Finally, Breathe supports haptic-based mindful breathing exercises. To evaluate both apps, we held a focus group and performed assessed experience prototyping tasks involving an actor. Video analysis was used throughout to investigate the class-based interactions associated with a range of communication modes. Results from experience prototyping suggest that apps did not significantly limit pre-existing communication abilities. Participants used gesture and altered proxemic distance with the actor to communicate with the smartwatch, most commonly used as a prop. To discuss and conclude, the speed and adequacy with which participants were able to use both smartwatch apps to supplement their communication strengths indicate both apps were effective in supporting communication. Social perceptions of assistive technology are very important. AAC should not undermine communication strengths or become the locus of public attention. We encourage more co-design of AAC with communities living with communication impairments. Finally, we strongly recommend the design and development of AAC devices that augment users' communication styles and needs, acting as a safety net in challenging communication instances. A huge thanks to Aphasia Reconnect for making this research possible.